I think we just made a Star Wars movie.
It's been 3 months since Star Wars: The Last Jedi hit theaters, and on Monday, director Rian Johnson appeared at a South by Southwest panel, moderated by Vanity Fair's Joanna Robinson, to discuss a new documentary, The Director and the Jedi, coming out about the making of the blockbuster film. The doc, directed by Anthony Monk, gives a rare behind-the-scenes look at the Star Wars movies and screened at the Austin, Texas Festival earlier Monday morning. We thought, let's get a real doc filmmaker who was going to have a perspective, explained Johnson. As talk moved on to The Last Jedi overall, Johnson was asked how he gave direction to veteran actors like Mark Hamill and the late Carrie who had spent several years in their roles. The director acknowledged that the process required a lot of back and forth. It's a conversation, and in this case, it's a very intense conversation, he laughed. I couldn't say, screw you, this is my story. You have to get into the conversation. In the case of Hamill, that conversation was centered around the shape of his character and where he was headed, as the actor's expectations coming into the film differed quite a bit from the writer-directors. Hamill wanted his part to be more similar to the Luke Skywalker who was the hero in the original trilogy, but Johnson was setting out to address the feelings of disillusionment and losing one's sense of place in the world that came with being middle-aged and older. Johnson explained, if you look at any classic hero's myth that is actually worth its salt, at the beginning of the hero's journey, like with King Arthur, he pulls the sword from the stone and he's ascendant. He has setbacks, but he unites all the kingdoms. But then if you keep reading, when it deals with the hero's life as they get into middle age and beyond, it always starts to get into darker places. Myths are not made to sell action figures, myths are made to reflect the most difficult transitions we go through in life. For Fisher, there was a lot of discussion about the specifics of scenes and the spirit of Leia. Additionally, she pitched Johnson lots of one-liners for her character to deliver. Johnson also said the actress never got a chance to see the final film before her passing. It was hard for her to watch herself on screen, noted the director. I remember her telling me, in my head, I'm still in my 20s, he said. There's always going to be that disconnect when you see yourself on screen. But fans got a special surprise when Hamill himself crashed the panel near its conclusion, joking, "This is just a cameo at the end. I'm good at that." As you might expect, talk of Luke's portrayal in The Last Jedi arose, and Hamill revealed that he regretted sharing his criticisms in a series of interviews. "I wish I hadn't expressed my insecurities publicly," he acknowledged. During filming, Johnson had told Hamill that they can't always give the audience what they expect and what they want, but that they can give them something they don't expect and what we want. Hamill replied, "He's always right." To read more on Rian Johnson's conversation at South by Southwest and Mark Hamill's surprise cameo at it, head to THR.com. For the Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Lindsay Rodriguez.